I am standing on the stage that just 4 months ago saw actor and comedian Bob Hope give a rousing stand-up for U.S. troops. Hope,
hey guys, welcome to Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. This is a game I've never actually played before, so it should be interesting. It's intelligence. Options. I already went through here and adjusted my settings, because they needed adjusting.
Completing military maneuvers in the Carolinas and will be on their way home soon. From the home of the 17th, this is Michael Davis reporting.
I'm Walter
weird.
Brennigan, and this is World News Radio. World News Radio is brought to you by Apex Electric Refrigerators. For the best in cool food appliances, now with frozen food storage, it's Apex Electric Refrigerators. Found at most appliance stores, so ask for it by name. Apex.
We don't have any medals.
World News Radio is brought to you by shortwave broadcasts, direct from overseas stations and news centers in our own country. With the latest news information from Europe, here's Mitchell Rollins.
Medium, just why not? Whatever. Okay, so I have actually always wanted to play this game. I just never got around to it. My little brother had it on PlayStation 2 back in the day. But I don't know, I never got it. He had the PlayStation 2 and I had an Xbox. So we were like mortal enemies. We couldn't put a picture up or something for our loading screen. Did Michael Giacchino do the music for this? I have to Google that now, because that's quite beautiful.
That's just fine with me! Yeah! No way anybody's still alive on that joint!
Wouldn't count on that if I was you! Any of you new guys feel like throwing up? Word of advice! Do it now!
3-week wonders. That's what we called the new guys. That's all the training they got, and it wasn't enough. They usually didn't last very long. No matter how much training you got or how strong you are, when you strap up and step on a battlefield for the first time, it changes you forever. Taro was just another strip of sand out in the middle of nowhere, but for many of us, it'll be the last thing we ever saw.
Tommy! I'll see you on the beach!
To not die. They just sort of throw you right into this, don't they? They're like, no boot camp?
20 seconds! Come on! Mount that 50! We're getting way up on the ring! Get it!
Where the hell are they coming from? Trying to move forward, is that it? Is that Arlie Ermy?
Maggot, puke, worm, and scumbag. Just a few of the names I was given by my beloved drill instructor in the summer of 1941. Before then, my biggest problem was delivering groceries and not breaking the eggs. Now every time I turn around, some crazy Jap's trying to gut me. I remember asking the recruitment officer, "What's the deal with you guys?" I swear to God, he looked right through me and he said, "Deal? We're Marines, son, and we deal in lead." Next thing I knew, I was on a train for San Diego. Soldiering for the Corps. Boot camp.
So now we flashback? Okay. Hang on here. We gotta shut this off. That's gonna kill me. Options. Settings. Where is that? I thought it would be neat to have, but it turned out to be horrible. Did I look by it? No. I think it'll be an audio. Whatever. We'll deal with it. It's probably back at the main menu. This dude's walking like he's got something up his ass.
Shine, ladies! Beauty sleeps over! Front and center! Do you understand me? In the beginning was God. All else was darkness. So God created the heavens and the earth. He divided the earth between land and sea, and these he filled with many assorted creatures. The dark, slimy creatures of the oceans God called sailors, and he dressed them accordingly. The flighty creatures of the air he called airmen, and these he clothed in uniforms which were ruffled and foul. The lower creatures of the land God called soldiers, and he gave them trousers too short, covers too long, and pockets to warm their hands. And on the seventh day, as you know, God rested. And on the eighth day, at 0500 hours, God looked down upon the earth and was not happy. God was not happy! So he thought about his labors.
This guy's like
and in his infinite wisdom, God created a divine creature.
Arlie Ermy.
And this he called a Marine.
Crossed with a little bit of sickness.
And these Marines, whom God created in his own image, were to be of the air, the land, and the sea.
Was Arlie Ermy too expensive?
And these he gave practical, fighting uniforms, so that they could wage war against the forces of Satan and evil. And he gave them evening and dress uniforms, so they might score with the ladies on Saturday night and impress the hell out of everybody. And at the end of the 8th day, God looked down upon the earth and saw that it was good. But was God happy? No! Because in the course of his labors, he had forgotten one thing. He did not have a Marine uniform, but he thought about it. and satisfied himself in knowing that, well, not everybody can be a Marine. This puts me one step above God, because I am a Marine. You remember that, and we'll get along just fine. Now you maggots have exactly 3 minutes until I expect you standing at attention outside. Fall out!
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Whew. He scares me, Frank. I think maybe he is God.
Well, Jimmy, just keep your head down and do what he says, and we won't have to find out. Willie, you coming?
Oh, yeah, Frank. Oh, hey, Tommy, right? Tommy Conlon? My name's Willie Gaines. This here's Frank Minoso and Jimmy Sullivan. Where are you from, Tommy?
Oregon. You?
Guys, let's head out.
You guys just
We don't
all
want to
meeting?
piss off God, do we?
Who has boot camp in the fucking tropics?
Today is the day
sure if that's
we
how that
separate the men from the girls. You little pukes will learn the basic necessities for survival, and then maybe, I said maybe, you will become a part of the
Keith
United
Black.
States Marine Corps. Are you ready? Aye, Sergeant! Now, Baker Squad, you are to sit tight and wait for your babysitter to show up. I am not him. Able Squad, I want to see you ladies hightail it over to my obstacle course on the double. Move out! I want to see nothing but asses and elbows, ladies!
Let's make him proud, boys. Stick together.
You got it, Frank. Come on, Jimmy. Tommy?
Oh yeah, we'll just run around with our 1903 like this. I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
When out in the field, you are going to come
Damn.
across many barriers that you will need to navigate over, under, and through. This course will teach you the Marines' way of doing just that. If you think you have a better way, you can leave now and go show your mother. You are government property, so you better do it my way, and you better like it.
Come on, boys. We can do this better than that group. Let's show them what we got.
Now get over that wall. Not bad, ladies. Now run through those tunnels. This here in front of you is the Marines' mud pit. Think of it as your own little swamp. Move. Now get on your bellies and crawl like the worms you are. If you get caught in that fire, I will leave you here. Now move it. We don't have all
for this
day,
ride.
sweethearts. Get up and over those ladders.
Fuck you. I don't just get to jump off the side like a hard ass. No, that's not what I wanted. Get out of my way.
You worthless duke! I'm ready to pour in. Get across the pit using the balance board. Double time.
Sergeant!
Alright.
I'm sorry,
You will not apologize. You will continue to destroy the enemy any way you can. What are you turd balls looking at? If the rest
done.
of you had half the strength of Private Minoso, I might actually have something to work with. Well, I can't believe you all made it through in one piece. Now let's see how you girls handle the business end of your weapon. Get your butts onto that transport and we'll finish on the firing range. Move it!
Alright.
Man, what a hard ass.
You said it.
Knock it off, you two. That was the hard part. Let's move!
Who died and made him boss?
Oh, yeah. How do we get in? Oh. Screen just cuts black.
Welcome to my firing range. You will listen to every word I say. I have not lost a single scumbag on my firing line, and I will not lose one today. Do you ladies understand me? Now gather up some ammo, pick a spot on the range, and we'll get to work.
So do we get spam from this douchebag? What we got here? Submachine gun 50 yards, rifle 100 yards, scope rifle 150 yards.
Take 1 box each, boys.
Okay.
1 box each.
Okay. This works. 3.
Aim at the target in front of you. If you hit one, and I mean the bullseye, wait for it to be replaced with a new one. If you move, it will not be very accurate. So keep those boots planted. If you kneel down, you will be more accurate. And getting down in the dirt is even better. So try all 3 positions. Ready on the right. Ready on the left.
Know.
Stand by, targets. Fire! Gaines, we have 2 scoped rifles available for use today. See how many hits you can get on the long-range target.
Where do I find the 2 scoped rifle? Okay. Oh boy, does that take forever to reload.
Tommy, Frank, check out Willie. That's right, ladies, I'm a crack shot. Just get me over to Germany
shit.
and me and this rifle will win that war all by our lonesomes.
Okay, Steve, Private. That's a pretty fair shooting. Let's see what you boots can do with the auto. You 4 head back to the ammo table, and Corporal Bates there will issue you each an M1928A1 Thompson submachine gun. Do not let those rifles hit the dirt, maggots.
That's more like it. So we just sort of...
These weapons are fully automatic. Now that does not mean that you should just spray and pray. Take your
Well,
time
that's
to
what I'm gonna
aim
do.
and fire the weapon in short bursts only. Not bad, man, not bad. Fetch your rifles back up and let's move on to the heavier stuff. You 4 with the rifles. The MP here will continue to supervise your apparent lack of shooting prowess. Let's go, men.
So where are we going? Over here? Apparently.
Hold up, Private. I'm gonna need to take those weapons from you.
Okay. Should I have my rifle? I feel like I should have my rifle.
You'll see behind me that we have some beat-up jalopies. Today, we're gonna blast the living hell out of them. Private Conlon here is gonna get things started. Private, get your sorry tail down there and plant that charge on one of those cars. That thing is live, so watch yourself.
Go fuck yourself, once again.
Now get your butt back up here, Private! Good work, Private Conlon. You may just yet make PFC. Let's move over to the grenade station.
Where are we hiding the grenades? It's like the last thing I should have.
All right, pick up a couple grenades. Don't worry, ladies. These are training grenades. You think I would trust you with a real grenade? No! Pull the pin and let them fly. See if you can hit some of those barrels out there.
I mean, I wouldn't even trust me with a real grenade. Oh, shit. They keep bouncing off. Oh, there we go. We got one in. That's kind of a terrifying thing for basic, you know? He's got like grenades randomly flying around.
Very well, pond scum. Some of you could do better, but it'll do.
I do what I want. It's good enough to kill somebody, ain't it?
You don't need those anymore, Private.
I do too. Go fuck yourself. Bastard.
Now here we have my personal favorite.
Yeah.
The M1919A4 30 caliber machine gun. I want two men.
Is cooler.
One is to act as a spotter and reloader. The other will fire the weapon.
Come on, Tommy. I'll spot for you. This ain't my cup of tea.
Okay, let her rip, ladies!
You can see me now!
Damn it.
All right, pond scum, let's head to the mortar.
Ooh, so much training.
You may notice we have a fine piece of craftsmanship on the mortar range. Well, you maggots are the first to get a crack at busting that Jerry Camp into scrap. The first recruit who gets his mortar set up and hits that truck will win my never-ending incredulous surprise.
Okay. What do I do with it? Oh, fuck you. Fine, I'll set this mortar. Okay. Interesting. Actually, never aimed a mortar in a game before.
Except maybe for Minoso here. I most seriously doubt any of you will ever be in charge of anything but your own sorry-ass existence. However, there will be times when lives depend on one of you maggots making the right call in the field. I expect each of you to rise to such an occasion. Sullivan, there's a Marine bleeding to death in the open. You cannot reach him without support. Let me hear your call for suppressing fire. Suppressing fire!
Right arrow?
Minoso, you're one aggressive son of a bitch. I bet you'll be charging headlong into hell for the Corps. Let me hear you tell these pansies to move up with you.
Move up!
Outstanding. Gaines, You, on the other hand, strike me as someone who'll turn tail and piss himself at the sight of an advancing enemy. Am I right?
No, Drill Sergeant!
Well, ain't that a shame? If the combat situation dictates, you may need to do just that. You are heavily outnumbered, Private, so you better tell your squad mates to fall back.
Fall back!
Good. I don't care if you're sucking face with Rita Hayworth herself. You hear a Marine call out, you best respond. Private Conlon, you are being fired upon. Your squad is out of position. You need to get your fire team back into formation. So let's hear you rally these boys.
Rally up!
Good. Let's go.
Where are we going, Drill Sergeant? These screens are gonna
All
get real
right,
fucking
man.
annoying.
That's enough for today. Good work out there. But oh my God, Gaines! You've just been shot! Hit the deck! I said hit the deck! Now, there's two things to do if and when you are hit by an enemy in combat. Number one, apply pressure to the wound. Next, if you can, call for a corpsman. If you're lucky, one will be around somewhere nearby. Private Sullivan, I understand you have a medical background.
Yes, Sergeant.
Well, lucky us. Take your way over there a bit and play doc for us. Conlon, you take Private Gaines over to doc to get him patched up, and then hightail it back over here ASAP.
Careful where you squeeze me there, Tommy.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, thanks for the ride, Tommy.
Shoot your ass myself. Now fix it. What are you even doing? Look at that, it's like black magic. Voodoo.
Well done, Private Conlon, but you've just been shot as well. Hit the deck.
Oh, okay. I'm dying.
Apply
I've been
pressure
killed.
to that wound, Private, or we will lose you.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Now, call on that corpsman so we can get you patched up and back into action.
Corpsman, help. Corpsman. I'm dying. Give me the black magic. What the hell are you doing with that thing? He's over here giving me heroin. I see the sky.
All right, men. Good work today. I do believe that with a little more work, you may have a fighting
Look at
chance.
this dude.
Let's get scrubbed up for
He's
mass.
like Dr.
Move
Mendela.
out.
So we fucking go into basic, and we're
As
done by
German
lunch.
forces begin to move towards the city of Leningrad.
Neat. Okay.
We'll have more information from our European correspondents as it becomes available. This is Mitchell Rollins reporting.
That's a thing. That's a thing. But alright guys, that's it for this episode. We'll see you in the next one.